The opinions expressed on this program is not necessarily those of the Emily Pearl Show, its sister stations, its affiliates, or its sponsors, but it is those of the individuals themselves who express it. While the Emily Pearl Show does take stances on individual issues, the show itself remains an entertainment platform. Free thought is a philosophy and not a policy.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Pearl's Politics. All right, studio. I think my mic is working just fine. So I'm going to continue, but thank you for the checkup. Okay, I know that. Donna, why are you live now? I'm live. Now look, that's a conflict with my show and a conflict with me seeing you. Okay. Well, you're a talker. So I'm going to cut my show short and see if I can catch up with you in 30 minutes. Okay. So, welcome everybody to Pearl's Politics. And I know it's going to take y'all a while to come on over here to YouTube, but that's okay. I'm going to stick with it until you are here. I was broadcasting on Facebook for 4.5 years. No, 2 years. So it's going to take just about that long for y'all to get used to coming on over here, all right? So let's just cut straight down to the nitty gritty. So tonight, I am covering the DEMS won't bar, but Trump bars DEMS, Ah, how y'all like that? Y'all see what I did there? The Dems want BARR, but Trump bars the Dems. Yeah, so what happened is today in the legislature, the Democrats are taking a vote on to hold Attorney General Bill Barr in contempt of court, as well as to subpoena him to force him to turn over the full unretracted version of the Mueller report. I know y'all say Mueller, but to me it's M-U-E Mueller. Mueller. Okay? And I think that's German name. So it would be Mueller. All right. And he probably just told y'all Mueller because he knew y'all weren't ever get it right. At any rate. Yeah. So that's what they was taking a vote on. Oh, I forgot to turn on my fan. I'll do it at break time. So that means that I'm gonna do one topic, take my break so I can get my fan on, and I'll be back. Anywho, my desk's fine. Yeah, I don't have my glasses on tonight, so y'all can see my beautiful eyes for a change. Yes. So, at any rate, they've, you know, Donald and his administration already knew what was going to happen, that they were going to vote. And yeah, with the majority holding the House of Representatives, yes, it was going to carry. And it did. However, President Trump got to jump. Oh, wow. Am I good tonight or what? President Trump got the jump on them. He issued an executive order protecting the Mueller report because he's not doing it out of spite. He's doing it because, first, it is illegal for him to do that. And number two, it is required that he does that because the grand jury information in that report cannot be just thrown out there for everybody to see. We already know the Democrats leak stuff, as well as Republicans. Y'all all leak up there, okay? So that's the very reason why it has to be protected. It cannot risk being leaked into the wrong hands. And secondly, Attorney General, well, maybe it's third, Attorney General Barr is not going to do that. He's not going to release grand jury information because that is a felony. And Bill Barr is not going to jail for nobody. He is an attorney. He is a attorney general, and a prosecutor. So he's not going to jail for your DMs. I'm sorry. And y'all should have already known that. But, Natler has to do something to make it look like he's working for y'all when he really isn't. He's been up there all this time and hasn't done anything. So he's just fronting, as we say in the hood. He's just fronting. And y'all just following right along behind him, making y'all look really, really dumb. Because you all know that you cannot ask anybody to break the law, and you cannot force anybody to break the law, not unless you got a gun pointed to their heads, okay? But politically, you cannot force anybody to break the law, okay? Now, so anyway, the executive order is in place protecting the Mueller report, and I know you want to know what happens now. Well, I got to get my fan on, so I'm going to tell you when I come right back. So, but right now, I have got to just go ahead and get me some air here, okay? Don't go away. Please share the show. I'll be right back. All right, I'll be right back. It's going to be like that in the studio tonight, I say.
TEPS Productions, the future of advertising. You can share your business services all over the world. What do you offer? Connect with us and let us tell the world about you. Your business is always looking for what is around the corner, and we believe that a creative approach to marketing is the best way to show that. Our creative team can provide graphic design and strategy. Let us come up with a dynamic and exciting way to tell us your brand story. Call us today at TEPS Productions at 1-406-763-8377 or email us at tepsproductions@gmail.com or simply go to either of our websites and find all of our information there. It's www.theemilypearlsshow.us or www.theemilypearlsshow.com. From public relations work to media buys, we have you covered. Media relations is a huge part of your brand. Part of that comes from building public trust through events and social media. Another part comes from media buyouts for big announcements. Our team can cover both of those approaches and help you reach your biggest audience to date. Our job is to help your business tell the story you want to tell. Your brand is not just your visual image, but an entire package of visuals, media interaction, digital marketing, and creative positioning. If you feel like your business isn't attaining the levels of recognition or success it should, then you need us. Powerful branding and marketing take your brand to new levels. Call us today, TEPS Productions, at 1-406-763-8377 or email us at tepsproductions@gmail.com or simply go to either of our websites and find out all of our information there. That's www.theemilypearlsshow.us or theemilypearlsshow.com. Not only do we create and design your video commercial, we also promote it on our show and our social media platforms. We air it twice a week, every week, on both our live social media Facebook television shows. www.facebook.com/theemilypearlsshow every Friday night at 7 p.m. Central Time on Facebook. Or you can also check us out at www.facebook.com/PearlsPoliticsTVShow every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Central Time on Facebook. Watch these shows to see how we promote our customers. So become a sponsor with us and get all of this today. You can't imagine how much your contribution will help us and the young people we have on our team. Call us today, TEPS Productions, 1-406-763-8377 or email us at tepsproductions@gmail.com or simply go to either of our websites and find out all of our information there. That's www.theemilypearlsshow.us or theemilypearlsshow.com. We are TEPS Productions, the future of advertising.
The Cupboard Restaurant in Memphis, Tennessee is world famous for some of the best food and southern hospitality you'll ever find and is a celebrity favorite. Open from 7 a.m. till 8 p.m. every day. The Cupboard Restaurant is located at 1400 Union Avenue, 1 block east of Cleveland, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Got a large group? Groups of any size are welcome, and catering is available. While you're there, pick up a copy of Charles Capella's world-famous cupboard cookbook. Check out their website at www.thecupboardrestaurant.com. That's The Cupboard Restaurant, 1400 Union, 901-276-8015. A proud sponsor of The Emily Pearl Show.
Okay, so what's going to happen since there is an executive order that is out, that was put out by the president? Well, let me tell you. Ooh. My arms are so tired. Okay, let me tell you. Well, what has happened is that now the vote is blocked And the subpoena is blocked. So it's kind of like they really wasted a day for nothing. They really could have been doing something else. And what is their option now? Well, their option now is to try to send it to the Supreme Court, which Nadler will do because, like I said earlier, he has to make it look like he's really, really working for the Democrats. Mm-hmm. And if I was in his position, I'd do the same thing. Yeah, you got to make it look like you're doing something up there in Congress, even if you're not doing anything. But we really need congressmen and women and congressmen and congresswomen that will do their job. We have a few, but we don't have enough. Alrighty. So when it gets to the Supreme Court, so normally I told y'all this would probably take, a year or so, 6 months to a year. But Nadler, by him being an attorney and a prosecutor too, he knows the shortcuts. And so he took a shortcut and took it straight to the Congress for the vote. Mm-hmm. That's what he did. So, but if it were me, I would have done it the other way. But see, like I say, he wants recognition. Fame, TV time. Mm-hmm. So now he has to go through the second step instead of doing the first step. Second step, taking it to the Supreme Court. Where else can he go? Now, let's look at the history of Supreme Court decisions regarding grand jury information and classified information. Well, it's been well known and documented that Supreme Court justices do not rule in favor of releasing classified information or grand jury information without a specific reason other than political. Mm-hmm. And Nadler knows this, and he knows his reason is political. I don't care what kind of terminology he uses. Those Supreme Court justices are going to see right through Nadler. They know it's political, okay? It is not legislative. All right, then. And just in case y'all didn't see it, Senator Lindsey Graham spoke. Oh, McConnell, I'm sorry, spoke to in the House, and he said the Mueller report is over. Case closed. Case closed. It was very dramatic. Case closed. He said case closed, and then he paused, got dramatic with it and says, case closed. All of those congressmen and women could be great actors. They could. Yeah, except if you put them on a set, they're going to want to boss you around. They'll want to boss the director and the producer around. They got to say, I want to be leaders, and half of them don't know how to follow. But a lot of them know how to follow. They don't know how to lead. It's 50-50, catch 22. So that's where that will go, okay? So moving right along, Joe Biden has been making his appearances out there, town hall meetings, meeting the people and what have you, television appearances, interviews. And he has been asked about Anita Hill, about the smelly, touchy hair situations. And, he's apologizing, but not apologizing. And this is going to be his biggest mistake going into this campaign. Now, he is leading in the polls. Yeah, he's leading Bernie Sanders by about 15%. However, I don't think that he's going to stay in that position. It'll be challenging. It'll be interesting, rather, not challenging, but interesting to watch. I love following politics. But it's just my inkling that he's not going to stay in that position. And I'm going to tell you something that I noticed personally about him when I was watching him. I think he's ill. Yeah, it's just my opinion. I'm very observative. Plus, I have inner psychic capability, and I think he's ill because he's doing too much. It's taking too long to get a thought out, and then he is he's hesitating a lot when he speaks, and he's doing a lot of and then he tries to cover it up with "look, folks," or or with some short phrases, and to me, it's a sign of illness. I don't know what kind, but in most cases, it's a sign of Alzheimer's or stroke. So we'll just see where that goes. But I've been watching him for that reason because I don't want him to be sick, but it just appears to me in my own personal observation. Now, don't nobody go out there and say Emily Pearl said he is sick. He may not be sick because that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that he looks like to me that he is ill. And what? Free thought is a philosophy, not a policy. I can think what I want to think. All right. And in my observations. Okay. So my advice to candidate Joe Biden is if you are ill, please go ahead and get it attended to because men, they always think they're champions, strong men, Hercules, that kind of stuff. They don't like doctors and they're afraid to go because they're afraid of hearing bad news. But if you're going to get on this long campaign, you got a whole year and some months to go. You better get us attended to now. So, because you know what your next attack will be? You keep doing that, and it's not just going to be me that's noticing. Some other folk going to be noticing that too. Yeah, and look, it is not pleasant to come under attack for being ill. Because I'm disabled and I understand. I understand personally it is not pleasant to come under attack for being ill. So just go ahead and take care of it, Joe. So you can run a race, whether you be the tortoise or the rabbit. All right then. Now, new border crisis ruling. And y'all know I said this is going to be a 30-minute show. Okay, so the Supreme Court has temporarily, I do emphasize, temporarily upheld Trump's order or request or whatever to have the immigrants remain on the Mexican side, on Mexico's side, while they are waiting for asylum. Yes, temporarily. But that's a big game changer. And then, I was looking at this clip where these men were in the water with this baby, had the baby in, looked like what was a car seat that was just floating. And they was trying to hold it up, in the water. I mean, it could be snakes, alligators, or anything in those waters. And they're just waiting for the U.S. rescue boat to come and get them. A safe passage to the United States side, They were jumping in the river. Yeah. Kind of reminds me about like this cowboy movie I saw one time. This cowboy was trying to go to Mexico, and the people were leaving Mexico. And he was going that way, and they were trying to tell him, no, no, no. And they was telling him to come this way. And he said, no, I'm going to Mexico. They, no, no, no. Then one man finally grabbed him to try to pull him. One of the Mexicans grabbed him, trying to pull him in the direction that they were going to the United States. This is my fun fact for the night. And he was fighting off the man, trying to get his way to where they were coming from. So, to point in fact, they were jumping in the river just so the United States Border Patrol boats could pick them up. Safe passes, so smart. But, it's not funny because the cartels over in Mexico, they pay these people, they say they're poor, they say they're looking for a better life. But if you got $12,000 to pay a cartel to try to get you over here, then you don't really need a better life over here. 12,000 over there make you live like a king. And the money is coming from their relatives that are already over here because they call themselves sponsoring them and when they're illegal themselves. Yeah. They wire them the money through Western Union to pay the cartel to come over here. Yeah. So I understand the family wants to be together, but the ones that's over here, my message to you is if you're over here illegal, get legal and then try to bring your family through the legal way because at some point in time, those wire transfers are going to start being traced. Yeah. And then you're going to end up going back home while you try to steal money, get somebody over here. So, because I'm tell you something, that Donald is thinking when y'all asleep. Donald, you are thinking when they are asleep, aren't you? So anyway, that's a big game changer to help out the Border Patrol so that they could really patrol. Because they have been so swamped, they could not patrol. They were doing clerical work, administrative work, trying to do medical care, and they're not qualified for not one of those three categories. They're only qualified to patrol, okay? So that's a big game changer that will help the Border Patrol agents be able to get back to what they are specialized in. So hats off to the Supreme Court for taking care of that. And as time goes by, we will probably see some more changes being upheld and taking place. The wall is going up. It is currently under construction, and Democrats can't take it down. And they got their subpoena in line waiting for that. Like I said 2 months ago, by the time y'all get y'all subpoena heard, the wall will be up and in place. What you gonna do? Tear it down? Where's the money coming from to tear it down? Yeah. All right. Let's just start using common sense, folks. Okay. All right then. I want to thank y'all so much. I will have 30-minute shows right now coming into YouTube, breaking you guys into coming over here in this new venue, and particularly help me because I am working on a serious project. Yes, and I don't think I'll be done until the summer. So this helps me out because I can get my rest, my full 8 hours of sleep. So I'm gonna have one of the lines up under my eyes. I like for my eyes to speak. I don't know what kind of eyes like that, and they're shaped like this, but they're not wrinkles. See, it's what I call tired lines. Tired lines. Okay, so thank you all so much for tuning in. Listen, if you ever need to know what's going on with politics in the world today. You just tune right into Pearl's Politics and get it straight like it is, right from the pearls, okay? I always know that everything that surrounds us is involved in politics in some shape, form, fashion, or another, due to FA regulations, rules, and even from all levels of government. You know, you got politics in city, county, state, and federal government. It's not just federal, all right? And last but not least, remember that free thought is always a philosophy and not a policy, okay? I want to thank y'all so much for tuning in. You can view the show. If you missed it, be sure to tell everybody else they can view it. Just come to our station, YouTube, Facebook.com/The Emily Pearl Show. Well, I'm not going to put a channel for every show. It's just going to be the Emily Pearl Show. That's where we're going to do all our shows. We're going to do Pearl's Politics there. We're going to do the Village Unite here. And we're also going to have a new show coming on 901 Local. So we're going to do all our shows here. I don't know for how long. Just I'll let you know when it changes. But just make sure everybody gets the word that we are here for now. Okay. Good night, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. I thank my sponsors, most of all, audience. I thank you. All right. And that's my time for tonight. And I will see you next time on Pearl's Politics, where if you want to get it straight from the hip, tune in to me. All right. Okay. That's my time. And I'm out.